So, ooh.
There we go. Got him again. All right, we found something.
Just 2 more needed.
That's all. All right.
I'm nervous.
I'm nervous. Oh, man. I just shoot it.
Oh.
That's a dunk. Oh, gotta score. That's one. All right.
4-4.
All right, LeBron. Hey, dunk.
How do you let him get by you?
Tell that to everyone that guards him.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Hart. And before thanks, David. And Kobe, one of your trademarks, the fadeaway jump. It's so effective because it's unguardable.
Can't guard it. I remember playing against Eric Snow in the Sixers one time in Philadelphia, who was a really great defensive player. And I took him down the post, and I turned around, and I hit a fall away. And running back up the court, he was like, man, if you're going to make that, man, it's just, I just got to put my hand up. If you're going to make that shot, God bless you. I said, well, then God bless me, because I practiced that shot thousands of times, so thank you.
And he was a good defender.
He's a great defender.
Yes.
But those fadeaway shots, players are just used to putting their hand up. But if you just put a hand up, and these are shots that I take thousands of times, we just got to hope I miss it.
You didn't.
No, not that one.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. And it's Marc Gasol. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Siakam in at the 4 slot. Passes it to Kuzma. He gets James. Lets it go. And misses it off the right side of the rim. It's a 5-point game. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in the real zone.
Lowry passes to Leonard, and stolen by James. And now LeBron pushing it up. They'll stop him.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player. Love seeing that.
Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Leonard against James. Leonard inside. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from James. Ball, the pass to McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, such a terrific pass. He seems to have a sixth sense, nice feel, which is hard to teach.
And for those of us who have never played at this level, it must be a thrill to contend against the best in the world. Also with that comes a lot of pressure. I don't know the balance between enjoying the game and the pressure that's on you in the game.
I've never felt pressure. I'm not really sure what that is. I mean, you have moments where you'll make game-winning shots, and it's fantastic.
Never nervous.
No. There's times where you'll miss it, and then people won't like you very much. Mm-hmm. But then the next game, you hit the game winner, everybody loves you. And then you miss the next one, and everybody don't like you again. Right? So why would I stress out over quote-unquote pressure? It doesn't make any sense to me.
How about the responsibility to your teammates and to your own built-in pressures to perform like Kobe Bryant?
Even that, right? Even that. There'll be games where you make them, and your teammates are thanking you for it. Times when you miss it, and your teammates are like, dang, man, you got to do better. Right? So it's ebbs and flows all the time. And internally, I just do what I practice. Mm-hmm. So there's no reason for me to be nervous or apprehensive because I've done this shot thousands and thousands and thousands of times. I just have to do it one more time.
And the defense that time was late. And you got to feel fortunate he didn't put that one away.
Here's Lowry. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And his touch inside more than makes up for Lowry's lack of size. He's a terrific finisher in the paint and doesn't miss many once he gets in tight.
James in the post. And that one's good. James.
His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
Green against Caldwell Pope. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, you know, Kentavious Caldwell Pope, his quickness can be overwhelming at times. It's really hard to defend if you're not physical and focused.
10 shots. And so he hits both. Kobe, you love to take over a game. You're scoring everything you did. Who are the players you faced who held their own against you defensively, that were always something maybe that you really enjoyed playing because you knew they were so good defensively?
Tony Allen was my all-time favorite to go against. I loved going against Tony
Monster.
Allen. He was a man. Well, he didn't ask for any help ever. It wasn't like, I'm going to send Kobe down here and come for the trap. He wasn't asking for help. He was like, no, me and you. No matter how many times I hit him, no matter how many times I scored him, he was still there every single time. And I loved competing against him. Raja Bell as well. I loved competing against Raja.
Yeah, there were some battles with you and him when we played with Phoenix.
Yeah, because there was no back down.
Yes,
right?
none.
Snow. Bruce Bowen I liked a lot. He played the game differently. He tried to frustrate you and all these things. So I was fortunate enough to go up against some really top defenders. Kawhi, I didn't get a chance to see much because it was later in my career.
That'd have been a good matchup.
I would have loved it.
Kicks to LeBron. Tries from 16. Siakam pulls it in.
You know, where was the defense there, Kevin? I mean, even though he missed it, that was not a good effort. Pitiful.
Count the basket.
And that's what makes Lowry a great his attitude and awareness of how to keep his teammates involved.
Out left to the wing. Paul with a wide open look. And again, the Lakers no good. Raptors leading by 3. Elbow shot. And it's good off the back rim and in. And 6 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch. Now, flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Kobe, in other sports, I mean, people always admired the mind of Peyton Manning playing in the NFL. Tom Brady, the way he thinks the game through. I compare you to that. Did you have that same kind of fascination in other sports with the great players that were similar to you in basketball?
Yeah. We used to get together. I remember the first time I met Peyton was at Orlando Magic game. It was 99. We came in the locker room. We were just starting. I was asking him questions about his process and stuff. He started going to like mock cover 2 and and I was like, and he went on for like a good 5 minutes. When he was done, I said, Peyton, I don't understand anything you just said, right? But he spoke at a level of detail that was beyond fascinating.
You were impressed by that?
Yes, which then leads to more questions. Like Tom and I talk often about that too, and how much we love the game, how much we love the process and the attention to every little detail. It's fun to be around, no matter the industry.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Raptors with the lead. Van Vliet kicks to Powell. A three-pointer off the mark. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
Yeah, interconference matchup. Two teams that'll see each other only twice on the schedule.
Yeah, and Greg, this is a big game for both teams. I mean, they don't see each other often, and you know they both want to get a win in this one.
Waka against Chandler. Here's Van Vliet. And that time, also a missed shot.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making, and he's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And Kobe, many people measure success in the NBA with the number of rings, not so much the stats. For Karl Malone and Steve Nash and guys of that ilk, you know, they're truly great players, but they never won a championship. How are these legacies measured, do you think, when all is said and done, when you take a look at the landscape of that time?
Well, they're great players who just never won championships. I mean, it's that simple. They're just phenomenal players. And winning a championship is extremely difficult. You have to have so many things go right for you, and you have to be extremely fortunate to be with an organization and to have a GM that understands talent, understands cap, understands how to build championship caliber teams. And Michael and myself were extremely fortunate, as was Larry, as was Magic. But at the same time, it becomes a player's responsibility to lead that core group of players to the title.
Pass to Ananobi. Toronto working the ball around now. Oh, wide open look here for Ibaka. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Ibaka's got his first bucket of the night. 1:49 left to play here in the first. Here's James. Boom!
That's how you attack.
Wow. Oh, man. My. And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
And a terrific bit of chaos there on the replay, presented by the Under Armour Hover Hammock. Lynn kicks to Ibaka. Over Chan.
They done a nice job with the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not 1 second chance allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
Oh, good on that one.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Bounce pass, Lynn. Ibaka down low. Chandler on him. Ibaka. And let's take a moment to get your take on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Muscala's checked in.
Yeah, and Chandler, a difference maker defensively. The shot blocking, the controlling of the lane. He also pulls up those rebounds.
Lakers leading by 5. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. Lakers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And one of the weaker areas for this group. Only shot about 71% from the line a season ago.
And Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
In the pass to Anunoby. Van Vliet kicks to Powell. Over to the left wing. 5 to shoot. Van Vliet with the bucket.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Lynn.
I cannot say it any better, showing you some real focus taking inside against the big man.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, and awareness.
And the layup's good off the glass. Ibaka's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, high percentage look there for Ibaka. He can be automatic in there when given room.
Here's Hart, defended by Lynn. Now the pass to Bullock. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Yeah, exactly. Right from from the start, Greg. They were looking to get out and run, sprinting to their opportunities.
Mike Muscala out there with Wagner. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then there's Reggie Bullock. And it's Hart in at the 2 guard. That's the players to start the second quarter. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul. Here's Hart. Now Bullock. And Kobe, you think about that leadership role? Teammates putting results above relationships. A lot of guys aren't comfortable with that scenario.
Yeah, most don't win. That's fine. It's just the reality of the situation.
Yeah.
You know, if you're comfortable in the moments of being uncomfortable, that will get you ultimately to being comfortable in joy.
From downtown, and it's Toronto with the rebound.
Well, it's surprising that he clunked that one. I mean, especially since the defense was nowhere to be found.
To the paint. Here's Muscala. That one a little long. Toronto's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free ball here. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Lowry is a player who has his way to start. He says, I still feel like I'm never satisfied. My team is good. He is a champion. There is no other goal.
D.A., that's how you truly create a legacy. The ball comes with double team. Pass to Bullock. Passes it to Muscala. And no good by the Lakers. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Back to Lynn. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. The shot by Powell, no good. LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Ingram outside. Bullock with it. The bucket. And he lets it up and in. Bullock's got the game tied up here for the Lakers in the NBA because they're so individually great and we all know about them, and the league pushes them in that direction. You know, you got the torch from Michael, you then gave it to LeBron. It was Dr. J, and how I find that amazing how the torch is passed from one great player to another, yet each are so individual in their accomplishments. Did you like receiving it, and did you like passing it on?
Yeah, I love both. The receiving and then passing it on, because it's the infinite cycle, it's an infinite loop, and the game just continues to evolve and players continue to grow. And so I was happy to be a part of that change. After watching it for so many years growing up, and, Magic and Larry, and then to Michael, and then myself and LeBron, and now whoever comes next. It's an infinite loop, and I'm happy to be a part.
Leonard inside, guarded by Kuzma.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
That's the kind of D you need. They were all over it.
Siakam passes to Green. No good on the triple.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three. Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Leonard on the wing, guarded by. Here's Gasol. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
And through the years, he's become very confident in that shot. Gasol's almost better from mid-range than he is in tight. That's a great weapon for 7-footer to have.
It's good. Wagner's got his second basket of the game.
Well, we've seen that sometimes, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
A 3 from Leonard. Drills it from outside. Leonard's got 9 points. And as the focal point offensively, reading the defense so critical to have that split-second reaction and trying to figure out where their defense is going in such a short time frame. It's amazing.
Well, that's part of the magic trick because it's already figured out, right, through film. So when I watch a game, I know what their coverages are, right? So I know
you could figure out what, because there's so many coverages. I mean, let's face it.
But they all kind of do the same thing, right? So when you watch the game, if I'm preparing for the Bulls or preparing for whoever, I can look and see what their defensive packages are because they can't just throw something new in there, right? Because they've been doing this defense since training camp, right? So you're generally going to see the same rotations. So now I can put guys on the floor and set up the pieces to take advantage of that rotation.
And, it's obvious he's a talented scorer. I mean, that's a given. A guy you can depend on to get it done in a lot of ways.
Pass to Kuzma from the arc. Shot clock reset for Los Angeles. McGee's shot is off.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
The shot by Lowry, no good. Out to the wing. Here's Ball. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Feeds to Green. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. A finish. And Ball slams it in.
Boy, you look at Kentavious Caldwell Pope. He is a defender, and you really got to admire the way he positions himself to come up with these steals.
Siakam kicks to Gasol. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And Los Angeles with some changes. Chandler comes in for JaVale McGee, and James subbed in for Wagner. And James will bring it up for the Lakers. Here's Ball. 6 points for him. Caldwell Pope outside. Back to Ball. 4 on the shot clock. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Ball. 14 points for LeBron.
Man, it's so good to see LeBron James rise up with confidence from deep. That's a part of his game that he continues to improve on, and it's actually become quite efficient.
Toronto calls timeout. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
I don't think the defense has an answer for him, Kevin. I mean, he's simply going off right now, knocking down everything.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Here's Anunoby, guarded by Kuzma. And again, no good by Toronto.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Now the pass to Van Vliet, and stolen by Kuzma. I'd like to give a big thank you once again to Kobe Bryant for coming by and anytime to drop by and join our broadcast.
No, thank you, man. It's been wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Clark, thinking back on Kobe's legacy to the Lakers and bit of an impact he had in that team, very few players have that kind of relationship with a franchise.
And Kevin, with free agency, it's getting more and more rare for a player to spend their entire career with one team as Kobe did with the Lakers. I have a special place in my heart for those kind of guys, a one franchise superstar. And not to begrudge guys for going elsewhere and playing for multiple teams, but it does certainly make it a little more special when you see guys the ilk of Kobe play with only one team.
Van Vliet passes to Lynn. Anunoby kicks to Lynn. Here's Van Vliet. He's covered by Ball. That one good for 2. Van Vliet's got it all tied up now for Toronto.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Boy, like his intensity, Greg. He's not afraid to take it straight to the rack on the bigger defender. Right at it.
He gets that one.
And I think they're winning because of him. I mean, he's hitting a lot of his shots right now.
They can get back in front with some points right here.
Yeah, they got behind, but really hung in there and didn't let the score get out of hand.
And here's Lynn, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. One second left. That shot misses. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Los Angeles on top. They lead by a bucket. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We want to get easy basket, layups, knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
They obviously came in wanting to push the action. So far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on defense.
That about wraps it up.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, you know, good things happen when he cuts to the rim, Greg, and you cut into the heart of the defense like that, makes things easy.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. It's Marc Gasol. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Siakam in at the 4. Offside Gasol. You're always looking for guys with confidence, but then some guys maybe go a little bit too far with that element, and the efficiency level will drop below their talent level. There are guys that can be swayed by that.
Yeah, you're right, and it's a mixed bag with those kind of guys because the talent is always playing. It's hard to appreciate it, but the inconsistency is frustrating. Perhaps the guy who maybe best epitomizes that is Lance Stevenson because when he's good, he can give you a lot of stuff at both ends. When he's sideways, he can.
Guys, when LeBron is scoring like this, as a defender, it's hard not to throw up your arms and say, I give up. Just so hard to slow him down.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles. Lowry finds Gasol. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it, misses the layup. And it's ball at the elbow. The teardrop falls in. And now a 9-point Laker lead.
You got to be composed when you go inside, knowing that you're going to have some contact and resistance facing you. Ball unafraid to get it deep inside. And, 1 for 4, not a good start. I mean, they got to play with a little more energy this half.
And now it's a double-digit lead. Kuzma's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the Raptors call time here. LeBron signing a 4-year deal with the Lakers. Greg, many speculated it might happen, but it was still a shock to many.
It makes sense from LeBron's standpoint. Son plays in LA for high school. LeBron has a lot of business interests as well. And also what's interesting is that when LeBron's contract ends, his son could potentially be coming into the NBA as a rookie.
Here's McGee. It's deflected. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Siakam kicks to Leonard. No good. They had a chance.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, they're lost right now. Everything working against them.
Here's Siakam. Off target with his three. Lakers leading by 12. A wide open look here for Kuzma. Los Angeles with another miss.
This has been a rough, turbulent outing for him so far. Fortunately, the rest of his team has bailed him out.
Stolen by McGee. Now here's James. 20 points for him. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. Muscala, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Caldwell Pope dishes to LeBron. Goes up to the stripe, and the jumper is on the mark. LeBron's got 22 points.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
And that's his fourth foul of the contest. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. James kicks the ball. Pass to Muscala. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Passes at the ball. 5 on the clock. Muscala finds Caldwell Pope. Fires from deep. No good on that one. Great tee that time from Green. Outside Lowry. And it's off from three-point range. Ball, the pass to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
You know, I think Kuzma's the kind of guy you've got to push out of the paint. When you don't, this is what happened.
Here's Gasol. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got his third assist on the night.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Takes the 13-footer. LeBron can't get it to go.
Boy, they ran the offense well to get this look. Even though he missed it, I think they liked the shot.
Siakam kicks to Gasol. Leonard against James. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, it's not easy trying to guard Leonard inside. I can tell you that, guys. I mean, he's so good at using his body to get shots up over the defense.
Ball, the pass to Kuzma. Hands it from downtown. Kuzma's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's Caldwell Pope. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And the Lakers call time here. And guys, veteran Danny Green moving north last summer as part of the Kawhi Leonard trade, now in a Toronto Raptors uniform.
Yeah, and not the big name in that deal, obviously, but an important piece. Green is shown to be a very capable 3-and-D guy, and it's the next chapter in what has been a solid career for him.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for Mike Muscala. Ingram comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Lonzo Ball. Inside. Clark, that's good. Clark's got 9.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, of course, there's no shortage of storylines in Los Angeles. Now, last season, some people thought that Lakers coach Luke Walton had lost his players. and the front office seems slow to come to his defense. Higher from Golden State in 2016, and you wonder if the Lakers will remain committed to their coach if they can't start winning more regularly. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James' game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Throw no good for Chandler. Clark, you had a tremendous college career, excluding yourself. Give me the best NBA player from your alma mater.
Wow. I would probably lean towards Jerry Lucas as the best player coming out of Ohio State. And then you look at his pro career, it was pretty solid as well. A fantastic and long pro career. John Havlicek maybe would rise to the level of the best NBA player. The group that came up with Jim Jackson is another name. Evan Turner still playing. But I think John Havlicek probably in longevity, Hall of Fame stature, I think he may be the best NBA bucket.
I'm going to put Clark Kellogg in there, too.
Oh, I didn't play long enough.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. .125 left in the third. Here's James, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Leonard, and he lays it up and in. Leonard's got 19 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing, scoring with confidence.
Pass to Bullock. Back to LeBron. And it's good for two. He's got 24.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Second shot opportunity. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Ibaka.
Yeah, and the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter. Oh no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
He's making a switch here. Lowry's checked in. Now the pass to Van Vliet. Trying his luck deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Siakam's got 8. Los Angeles leading by 10. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Hart. Now recovering. To the middle. Here's LeBron. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in. And the Lakers lead by 12.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball. Lakers lead by 12. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway.
It's that heat, boy.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The 4 and 5 are the athletic duo of LeBron and McGee. Reggie Bullock is out there with Hart. Ingram in a 3 spot. That's the Laker 5.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. I mean, his long reach really allows him to come up with a good number of blocks. And, you know, even though they're up, he's been off his game this quarter, having trouble finding the basket.
Ibaka finds Lowry. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And so James will break it up Los Angeles. Here's Bullock, and it's Lowry with the rebound. Fast break Toronto. Fires for 3. That one's good. The Lakers is down in the bucket from Van Vliet.
Kevin, it's nice to see Lowry dish the rock. I mean, I enjoy watching him pass the ball because he's got a nice feel for when to get into his guys for an open shot. Terrific timing on that pass, placing it in a great spot, ideal spot where his teammate could score.
Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. Drains it from beyond the arc.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
LeBron outside. He plays it to Ingram. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Guys, not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can get it done inside, too. I mean, the way he releases the shot, that extension he gets on it, makes it very hard to block.
Leonard inside. He's covered by Ingram. Shot from 12. Leonard, no luck. Lakers leading by 10. That's tipped. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Hart shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell Pope, Rondo, Stevenson all joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
Yeah, he's costing them right now, sabotaging them a little bit. He's got to find his shot if they want to win this game.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Count it.
Even though he's been on, they still are behind. I mean, there's only so much he can do.
Lakers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Ball, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. Raptors trail by 12. Here's Green. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
Siakam passes to Gasol. Siakam kicks to Love. Misses the 3. Lakers leading by 14. Here's Kuzma. It's rebounded by Gasol.
I thought he had the space to shoot comfortably there, and disappointed that he missed it.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And they're just living beyond the arc here, really the entire fourth quarter.
And, this is the time to do it. Sinking triple after triple. And it ends up becoming contagious.
Out to Kuzma. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Right side Green. From outside the arc. A rebound by the Lakers. Kuzma's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. And it's clear he's been a little out of control here tonight. The refs clearly have their eyes on him, and that's number 5.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
And the Lakers have possession. Now Ball. Up top, Kuzma. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Kuzma's got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Here's Siakam. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. Caldwell Pope kicks to Kuzma. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And it was clear early on that Kyle Kuzma is going to be a great scorer. He had no problem putting up big numbers in his rookie season. And many feel, and I'm with them, this is just the start. And he has plenty of upside in other areas of his game. This guy is all-star caliber in time.
Lowry finds Leonard. The 3 ball. The Lakers with the rebound. Ball's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And with Kuzma, he is so ahead of schedule as a scorer, Clark. He's had time to branch out this development.
Yeah, he's got a nice game offensively. Boy, he does a little bit of everything. Handles it, shoots it, can score with or without the ball. Even at the end of last season, I think he focused more on acting as a playmaker for others, which adds to his versatility. The sky's the limit for this guy, Kevin.
Caldwell Pope the bounce pass. Here's McGee, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Mark, it always seems the coaches get fired a lot, and there's kind of the rotating names there, but the GMs who hire them stay in place. What's your take on that?
Yeah, you know, it's fairly complex, Kevin. I don't know if we have enough time to delve in it effectively here, but my initial feeling is every circumstance is a little different, and sometimes it's a little easier to move the coach than the general manager for whatever reason. But there should be more accountability for GMs, not just for who they draft, but also who they hire as coaches. So I'm mixed, but I kind of understand why sometimes the coach is a little more readily expendable.
And Kuzma slams it in.
Boy, I tell you, he's so good at scoring in a lot of different ways. Kuzma enjoys showing off the full repertoire of his game.
And the Raptors call time here.
And Caldwell Pope, the Georgia product, when he's on the floor, it's for his defense. Can give you a handful of points, but what he takes away with defense is far more significant. One of the better perimeter defenders since entering the league.
He has a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. During that last break, I heard what the Raptors coach told to his team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And with Caldwell Pope in his defense, he can guard any type of perimeter player.
Yeah, I mean, has the long arms to bother small forwards and fast feet to stay with point guards. Really gives a lineup a lot of options in terms of matchups when he's on the floor. Great instincts on defense, and it's very hard to shake as he'll hound you through screens.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shot.
I've been impressed with how well they penetrated tonight, too.
Here's Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 8th assist in the game.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Ball kicks to Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 6. Off target from outside. Raptors trail by 11. Three-pointer, Lowry. They get it back. Pass to Green. There's the three. A rebound by the Lakers.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the post spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
And at 6'9", with that wingspan of his, Ingram is constantly prowling for these dunks. He's an incredible athlete who finishes with ease near the hoop.
Caldwell Pope against Green, and the foul called on Danny Green. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
And last season, not a beat miss for KCP. Even after switching teams, he played the same brand of defense. Unfortunately, the lack of bite shooting the ball stayed the same as well. That's an area he's got to improve.
LA's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Lakers.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the floor of the game turned against them, instead of caving, dialed it up a notch, and were able to pull away.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And looking at the trajectory of the season, this is the first of 2 meetings on the year. So this will be a solid win to go up 1-0 in the season series here against Toronto.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
He was extremely efficient, good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Lowry against Ball. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think,